English Vibes Podcast.
Hey everyone! Welcome to the English Vibes Podcast. I'm Alex and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Mia. We're excited you're joining us today for another important topic.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being with us today. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt nervous about speaking English? Especially in front of others? Maybe you worry about making mistakes, or that people will judge you. If so, you're not alone.
That's right. Many people feel anxious about speaking English, even if they've been learning it for a while. Today, we'll talk about why this happens and share some tips to help you feel more confident.
Exactly. We'll also hear from Sara, who has some great advice to help you overcome these fears. Think of it like having a chat with a friend who understands your struggles. Sara will share simple tips and stories to help you understand why you might be afraid to speak English and how to move past those fears.
And as always, we'll learn some useful English words and phrases along the way. Ready to get started? Let's welcome Sara and learn how to speak English with more confidence.
Imagine you're in a small garden, planting a seed. You water it and give it sunlight. Slowly, a sprout appears. You feel happy as it grows stronger. But one day, a heavy vine wraps around the sprout, blocking the sunlight. The sprout struggles. To help it grow, you must remove the vine. This garden scene can help us understand the fear of speaking English. At first, learning English feels exciting, like planting a seed. But over time, doubts and fears can creep in, like the vine. They might stop you from speaking freely. It's like cutting away the vine so your confidence can grow. You may have heard the saying, "Practice makes perfect." It reminds us that making mistakes is part of learning. It's okay to stumble.
Each mistake helps you improve. Speaking English, even with mistakes, helps you grow, stronger in your skills. Some people think that speaking English perfectly from the start is the goal. But perfection isn't necessary. Small steps like practicing simple sentences or talking to a friend build your confidence. Even native speakers make mistakes. What matters is trying and learning from each experience. Handling the fear of speaking English means not recognizing what holds you back. Do you feel nervous when others listen? Do you worry about your accent?
Understanding your fears is the first step to overcoming them. You can set small goals, like speaking in short conversations or asking for help when needed. Views on learning English vary. In some places, making mistakes is seen as a normal part of learning. In others, there might be pressure to get it right the first time. But remember, every learner's journey is different. It's okay to take your time. Admitting that speaking English makes you nervous is not a failure. It shows you care about improving. It's a sign that you're on the right path. With time and practice, your confidence will grow. Leaving behind the fear of speaking English can feel freeing. Over time, you may find joy in sharing your thoughts in a new language.
Society often suggests that fluent speakers never struggle.
But even fluent speakers have moments of doubt.
What matters is perseverance. By practicing regularly, you'll find that speaking English becomes more natural. Many admired people have faced the challenge of learning a new language.
They show that with effort, becoming comfortable with English is possible. The key is understanding that everyone has their own pace. It's okay to speak slowly or use simple words. What's important is communication and expressing yourself.
Let's return to the saying, practice makes perfect. It's about giving yourself the space to grow. By choosing to keep speaking even when it's hard, you're telling yourself that you can do it.
Think about your own experiences. Have you ever felt nervous about speaking English? Maybe you know someone who feels the same way.
Think about how these ideas might help you or them. Reflect on what confidence means to you. If you feel comfortable, share your thoughts with a friend or a supportive group. Your story could inspire someone else. Remember, overcoming the fear of speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about understanding that everyone deserves to feel confident and capable. Like removing the vine from a plant, overcoming your fears gives you room to grow. Trust yourself. You are allowed to speak. You are allowed to improve. Many have faced this journey before and found success. Take a deep breath and feel your strength. With each word you speak, each sentence you try, you move closer to fluency. The garden of your language skills will bloom without practice and patience.
Confident, meaning feeling sure about your abilities. Example, after practicing every day, she felt more confident speaking English. Nervous,
Meaning feeling worried or anxious about something. Example, he felt nervous before his English presentation, but he did well. Fluency, meaning the ability to speak a language easily and smoothly. Example, her fluency in English improved after months of practice. Doubt, meaning a feeling of being unsure. Example, he had doubts about his speaking skills, but his friends encouraged him.
Perseverance.
meaning continuing to try even when it's difficult.
Example, learning a new language requires perseverance and patience. Improve, meaning to get better at something. Example, she practiced every day to improve her English. Communication, meaning sharing information with others through speaking or writing. Example, good communication is key to learning a new language. That's all for today's episode on overcoming the fear of speaking English. We hope this discussion and vocabulary help you feel more confident.
Thanks for listening to English Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and download the episode PDF. It has the story, key vocabulary, and tips we talked about.
Remember, it takes time and courage to speak English confidently. Keep practicing, and step by step, you'll get there.
See you in the next episode.
English Vibes Podcast.